Alright, so I'd mentioned there the end of November Rain. I'm not entirely sure of the key, but you've got this bend going from the second up to the flat third and back down. So if we play that over an E minor, hopefully you can hear that lilting quality. And this isn't unique to November Rain. As I mentioned, this pops up and it's playing quite a bit. So say we take E minor, the pentatonic scale, instead of just going from the 15 to the 12 on the E and the B strings, and then down, you know, 14, 12 on the G, we're going to add in the 14th fret on the E. So you get... That doesn't sound too slash at the minute. If you start adding in little trills, so for example this, we're kind of coming down, or... So you got 12 to 14, coming down all the way 15, 14, 12. And you could also do like a 14, 15 to 12. A thing he does a lot is he'll do like a really staccato, and then kind of do the fast thing. So there you're just going between the 14th and the 15th, and then you want to do whatever, whatever legato. That was a bit sloppy there, but hopefully you get the idea. So if you just noodle around, you can get that kind of, start to get a bit of that slash sound. So as well as using that in the pentatonic or even kind of Aeolian, you'll also use it in the Dorian blues context. So playing that sixth there and playing the blues note here. Again, you just want to kind of add these in with the same like legato things. Another thing I did there is kind of add in little muted notes. So that kind of scratches in between your solo, and that's going to give you some slash sounds too. And the final thing I want to touch on is one of the licks he played in that version of Paradise City. It was actually incredibly jazzy. And what we're doing there is basically bending this 9th fret up, 3/4 tone, chromatic run going 6, 7, 8, 9, and resolving to the 7th fret. So in the context of Paradise City, you'd have something like... To keep things fairly straightforward, I'm just going to concentrate on playing over the F sharp. I can't remember what key the original's in, it might be tuned down or up from here. But that was where he played that lick, so that's just where I'm doing things to keep it simple. What we often do as guitarists is we'll look at whatever key we're in and try to find the minor pentatonic and just noodle on that. So say we're in this F sharp major here, what you might think is, oh well, this is like a D flat minor pentatonic, so I can play my minor pentatonic licks or noodle a bit in there and it'll sound fine. It'll sound off because you're targeting the wrong notes. An easy way to kind of rectify this is to just target the right notes. So if we take an F sharp major C-shaped chord, this here, if you think of the arpeggio, so basically just concentrate on, I'd say, these 4 strings in the middle. So you got a 9, 8, 6 and a 7. I'd play licks resolving to those, so we can still use the pentatonic shape. So if you think of position 4, I suppose it would be starting on the 6th fret. But basically resolve your licks to one of these notes. So instantly sounds more major. Let's resolve to the 3rd. And let's try the 5th for good measure as well. So this is going to sound more major because you're targeting the chord tones. If we take a lick, or at least something very similar to one that's in the studio version of Paradise City, you can see that what we're doing is always kind of partially resolving because the lick continues for a while to that F sharp, right? If you want to make it more interesting, you could switch from some of the major ideas to some more Dorian ones. So there, I kind of winged that, so I'm not too sure exactly what I played, but I think I used the kind of shape going. And then to resolve it, I probably did flat 3rd to a major 3rd. But basically what I'm doing here is playing an F sharp Dorian. So because Dorian and Mixolydian are very similar modes, there's only one note between them, you can kind of change between them and it'll add in a little bit of kind of, I don't know what to call it, a bit more spice, a bit more zest. But yeah, that shape, I kind of had these ones here. these notes, these ones, and I probably did something like... So slow that down a wee bit. And adding in that major third at the end before resolving to the root just helps bring in that kind of major tonality again.